All right, good evening. This is group 4. This is Christina Day.
And Patricia Jabonero.
And Spencer Corey.
Beautiful. Let's go ahead and start with a word of prayer if we can, since this chapter seemed to grasp at me a little bit. Maybe that's a good place to start. Would either of you guys like to say the prayer?
I'll say it.
That'd be great. Thank you.
Okay. Our dear kind Heavenly Father, we're so thankful for this time that we have to come and learn, and that we can come together as a group, and we're thankful for this time to have education in our lives. And please, just as we go through this evening, that we can learn and be able to figure out the questions that this chapter has for us, and our minds can be enlightened and we can understand the subject. And please us that we can feel the Spirit, and that'll help us understand more fully of what we need to do to help solve the problems. In the name of Jesus Christ, amen.
Amen.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Were there any questions on the preparation? You guys, part 2, or?
I think it was, for me, it was number 8, D.
Okay.
I had a hard part with.
8, which one? D as in dog?
Yeah, as in dog.
Okay. So this is... So when they were going over it, I had to watch the video, the homework video, or no, I haven't watched the homework video, but the other video.
Yeah.
That, and so
I didn't get to watch the second one.
They take the formula, and I'm awful with these names. The little U, or no, the little O.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh. Divided.
Deviation one.
Yeah. So it's the second. It's so you take the standard deviation and divide it by the square root of the n.
Sample. Yes. And
yeah. So this one would be.
So what's the n though? Like what's the
n is the number of students. So in this case, it was 10.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So it's the 113 divided by the square root of 10. And I got the 35.734.
Okay. That makes sense now.
Does it make sense? Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out. I was trying to figure out what the n was. I was like, I don't remember. What do I put in?
Yeah, the number. So in this case, that's a small sample, but because it's already in the word that says it's normally distributed, we know that it's a bell-shaped, a normal.
Okay. That makes sense. I think I was looking at it wrong. I just looked at my papers again, and when I first looked at it, I thought it said n minus 10, not n equals 10. I was like, what is this?
How am I getting a negative 10? Yeah. All right. So let me share my screen, and we'll pull up the question. Meeting. Share. I can make it bigger for you guys. All right. Wow. Okay. Oh. It's almost too big, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Individual preparation, participate in the group meeting. Yeah, I got 2 questions right.
Me too.
See, that's a good start. That's a good start.
Probably the only 2 I'm going to get right.
No, we got this. We got this. Once I got to the end and watched the video, the homework's actually pretty easy. So I figured like either that means that the homework is really easy or I actually understood it by the time I got there.
That's good.
All right. Here's the normal probability applet we'll all need. Okay. Do not round until your calculation's complete. Do 3 decimals. Okay. When you're taking, I'll go ahead and do number 3. When you're taking a sample size of 5, what is the shape of the distribution of means histogram when the parent population is right skewed? I believe it's the same.
Yes.
I believe it's right skewed also. If you have only 5, a sample of 5, it'll pull down that same skew. So that's my guess.
I'll agree with that one.
Okay. Who wants number 4?
Yeah, uncle. So when you're taking a sample size of N100, what is the shape of the distribution of means histogram when the parent population is right skewed? Let me see 1 second. This N is 100.
I'm not sure how they're can you explain how they're getting these? Like, is it just
Yep. So in the text, it talks about the sample size. If it's greater than 30, then that's a large enough sample to make it normally distributed.
okay?
If it's less than 30, then it will be skewed unless the actual, what's the word? The parent population is normal. So if you had a histogram already and it was already bell-shaped, but you only had 5, it would still be normal. But since this one has 100, you get more chances. And as you go through kind of the homework, it'll kind of have you go through that process again and kind of draw it out. And so by the time you get to the end of it, it's like, oh, okay, I've drawn it out enough times to kind of see that. The other thing is when I watched the video, he went in and played with that calculator thing enough times that I understood what the whole point of that was.
Gotcha.
So I would suggest watching that again just to kind of get it in, because this is a really important chapter and the basis of all of the statistics. So
the answer would be normal then?
Yeah, normal, because it's greater than 30.
Okay.
Even though it's right skewed,
Correct.
Right skewed or less skewed, but because that's greater than 30, then it's a normal, normal shape.
So for example, when in the text it says that for tremendously skewed distributions, that has something to do with N being larger than 30?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
So that's why at the end it says, we will conclude that the sample distribution of X will be approximately normal.
Yep.
Okay.
You got it.
I think I need my own private tutor.
Doing okay. You're doing okay. Like I said, really watch those videos. Take a moment to watch both of the ones at the beginning and then the one when they actually go through the homework. Because to me, it really helps explain it. I mean, I went and played with that distribution or that calculator thing all, at work today, but I just didn't get the point of what I was doing with it. So then when I watched his video and he went over it, it was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So I think sometimes that visual just really helps.
Okay.
All right.
That was the first video. I haven't watched the second one yet.
Are you watching the videos that are like at the top of the page or the ones he gives us?
No, the one that
top of the page.
Okay.
And then I'm also watching the one at the end of the page if I need to. And that one goes through all of the homework, not the homework, all of the preparation.
Okay.
So it'll go through the first section, and then it'll go through the second part too also. And I didn't do it this week because by the time I got to the end of the preparation, I understood it enough. But last week really helped me. Because
I'll watch that more thoroughly this time.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Are we on number 5 then?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, when you are taking a sample size of n equals 5, what is the shape of the distribution of means, histogram, when the parent population is normally distributed? Normal again?
Correct. And do you know why?
That's a good question. Because the population is normal.
It's normally
Parent
distributed.
population is normal.
Yep. That's exactly it. The parent population is normal. So no matter the sample size, it will have a normal distribution. And so I kind of look for those words first in my problem. And if it says normal distribution, well, then automatically it's normal. There's nothing else it can do, no matter what the n equals.
Gotcha.
But if it says skewed left or right or whatever, or unnormal, then you have to look at the number. And if it's greater than 30, well, then it's normal again, because there's enough data to make it fall correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Did you guys do on the part of the preparation where you cut out the little tags, or to cut out the little squares, do that problem?
No,
Yeah.
I didn't do it.
Number 7.
Okay.
So the first time I did it, my numbers were pretty close to mean, and it said have 3 other people do it. And I thought, well, who? My 3-year-old, So I just went ahead and pulled them and then wrote the numbers down. And one of mine was like 50,000, so way higher than the mean.
Oh, wow.
And that's kind of what I was thinking. If you only pull 5,
Yeah.
you may have enough that you're going to be kind of right in the middle, but you may not. You may just have a whole bunch of high numbers. And so I think that's the difference of that.
That makes sense.
All right. Number 6. You're taking a sample size of n equals 100. What is the shape of the distribution of means histogram when the parent population is normal? It's still normal. It doesn't matter about the number. It's about the parent population on that one.
Okay. So number 7. When will the distribution of means be normally distributed? Choose all correct responses. Data are drawn from a population that is normally distributed and the sample size is small.
Look for the words there.
So it says that is normal,
Correct.
even though the sample size is small. Doesn't
Correct.
matter.
So that one's
Okay.
true.
That one's true. So the B will be data are drawn from a population that is normally distributed and the sample size is large. So the word is normally, so that will be correct too, right?
Yep, you got it.
Okay. C, data are drawn from a population that is right skewed and the sample size is small. I would say no.
Correct.
And data are drawn from a population that is right skewed and the sample size is large. So that will be no. So
That's
A and B.
Nope. The last one, because it's large, it's over 30. That one's normal also.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That makes. Now,
Okay.
why and what the purpose of this is, that's where I'm lost.
Yes.
Like,
What
I
is the
can do
purpose
the
of
math,
normally?
but I don't have any clue what it matters.
Yeah, how you can apply it to your
Maybe
business.
someday. Yeah, maybe someday it'll make more sense to me. But right now it's like, well, I don't know. Yes, it's large. What that means, I don't know.
Okay.
So if the TA listens to this part, maybe she can send me an email.
Yeah, this is
Like, I don't get it. All right. Oh, number 8.
Number 8. Which of the following gives the best explanation of the central limit theorem?
Oh,
Parent population from which the data has drawn is normally distributed, then the sample mean will follow a normal distribution. For well-shaped data, approximately 68%
It's funny.
data will be within one standard deviation of mean, about 95. I'm going to say no on that one.
yeah, because I haven't read anything about this.
If the sample size
This
is
is the
large,
second
the sample
one.
mean will be close to the population mean.
Hmm.
If the sample size is large, the shape of the distribution of sample means will be approximately normal.
So this is the same as the homework.
I think the
I'll
best one's
say
going to be the
C.
last one, but I'm not positive.
So what the definition I wrote is that if the sample size is large, the sample mean will be approximately normally distributed. So I think it's A. Oh, wait. Large.
Is yours A?
Large.
Mine's the very last one.
Yeah, I think it's the last one.
Well, I thought it was
The size
C.
is large. The shape of the distribution samples means will be approximately normal.
Oh, no. Hold on a minute. So the distribution sample means is normal when X is normal distributed or when our sample size is large.
So one of the ways to figure it out from my notes that I worked on is the central limit theorem has to do with the shape. So it's going to talk about the shape, which in this one says the shape. So I think you're right, Spencer. And then the law at large, which I'm guessing we'll do in a minute, has to do with the spread.
Okay. I'm just grabbing my charging cord real quick. Sorry, guys.
Yep, go for it. So yeah, I think it's the sample size is large. The shape of the distribution of sample means will be approximately normal. Yeah.
Yes, because C, I'm going through my notes, that's for LLN, the law of large numbers definition.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And I mean, B is correct, but it's not the central limit theorem.
All right, I'm back.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
So, yeah. All right. Oh, information. Let X be random variable with a population mean of whatever that
10.
symbol is equals 10. And the population standard deviation, which is the little O. What is it? Mu and what's the other one? I don't know.
I can't remember.
I didn't learn. Is it Latin? I think it's Latin.
I don't think so, but I don't remember what.
Suppose the sample size is 36. Okay, so what is the mean of distribution of the sample means?
The 10.
So, yes, it's 10 because it's the same number. The means of the means is the same as the mean or something like that. In my notes. How did I put? He said that the mean of means.
Yes. I remember reading that like a couple times. I was like, okay.
And that's why I said I have no idea what this really is talking about. I can figure the math, but all right. So we're gonna say 10 there on that one. Okay.
Okay. So 10, what is the standard deviation of the distribution of sample means? So it will be 6. Hold on.
Yep.
Standard deviation.
You got it.
Yeah, I need to understand it in my head.
Okay.
Yes, 6. I would say it was
6, or is that the one we have to do the equation on?
Yep, this is the one we have to do the equation. So it's going to be 6. What's part of the equation? 6 divided by
root of 36.
Got it.
Which is
Close parentheses, which is 1.
it will be 1. Yes, 6 divided by 6. 1.
Yep, you got it.
Okay.
All right, Spencer, go ahead.
All right, number 11. Regardless of the distribution of the population, if the sample size is large and is greater than 30, what would be the shape distribution of the sample mean? Thinking it's normal.
You got it. I feel like they've asked that question every which way.
I know.
It must be important.
Yes.
All right. What theorem would justify your response to the last question? Double check my notes, make sure I know which one, because they're very close. It's the central limits.
Yes. Because the distribution of sample means is normal.
Yes.
When it is normally distributed.
When the size is large, then the sample will be approximately normal distributed. Okay.
Mhm.
I think it's my turn to go submit first.
Okay.
Hopefully, this one actually wasn't bad once we got into it together.
No, it's true. I think you have it down.
I don't know why. I hope there's no definition of theory because yeah. Let's see, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 1. We aced it. Whoop whoop.
Yeah, then I go to do my homework and I'm like, okay, I don't understand anything.
I think you got it. Do it right now. It'll literally take you 5 minutes. I mean, I did it in between my 2 class meetings, so
Alright.
it was just like this, where it kept asking like the same thing. You're like, normal,
Over and over again.
normal. So yeah, no, it was pretty easy. And then I think you only even have to use the formula 1 time.
Like in this exam.
Yeah. So if you have any questions, though, let me know. I'll be up for another couple hours. Or tomorrow, or Thursday, or whenever.
What are you guys going to use to study for the exam?
I'm trying to get through this week, so.
I think what I've done is I have printed out each of the homeworks, the preparations. Even though I haven't saved on my computer, I haven't printed out, and I think I'm just going to go through and just read, make sure I understand each of those. Okay.
It's a good idea. I had an accounting test this week, so I've been more focused on that one than this one. So I was like, cool.
Which accounting class?
201. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I failed it 2 semesters ago. I'm taking it again, and I got a B on it last night. I was pretty excited, but
I struggled with that class, and I had an awful teacher who was non-existent at all.
Really?
And a group that didn't have internet access because they were in a foreign country and they just an hour at night, so they can't get into. So I literally did it by myself, and I barely pulled a C by the skin of my teeth.
I don't know how you did that. I struggled so bad with it last time.
Oh, it was awful. It was prayers and a word. It was a miracle that I got a C. I just kept praying, please.
These are my 2 worst classes, statistics and.
Really?
I took them both in the same semester to try to get them over with.
Oh. No, I struggled with that one. I've been concerned about this one because of how bad I did in managerial accounting, but I feel like the group has helped because we have a group that meets and can work on it. Or last time I just didn't have a group, and so there was nobody to bounce off questions, and you can't just like go to your husband and say, "Hey, can you help me with the managerial accounting? I need a tutor." Like, no, my PE teacher. So master's, but he's a PE teacher.
Economics was my other class that I'm still.
Yeah,
I'm taking that one next semester.
Oh.
I like macro better than micro. I got a better grade. I had a better teacher for macro, and so that it really does help.
The teachers do make a big difference. See, this teacher for accounting this semester was 10 times better than last semester. It's made
that's good.
Yeah, the teacher can make such a big difference. But then do you take accounting 180? Because that's the one that I took it once, but then I dropped off. I didn't mind if I was going to get it with trial on W. But I'm taking it next semester, the accounting 180, and I'm scared, honestly.
I did okay on the first accounting. It was the second accounting that I struggled with.
Uh-oh. I haven't taken either of them, so this is hopefully I pass this one this semester, then I get to take the other.
Yeah, a little bit at a time. And I don't know, like I said, get good teachers. This one hasn't been too bad. We haven't had a lot of teacher influence, but I haven't felt like I needed it yet.
Yeah, no,
maybe that's a change, but I felt like if I needed to, I could get to him. I felt like it's been okay. I don't know if it's, to me, the book's written okay, and then the way the problems work themselves out, by the time you get to the end of all of the things, it's like, okay. Yeah. We'll see. I guess when the first test is over, the first exam, we'll really tell.
It's true.
But, all right. Well, let's get out of here. I know Patricia's got a sick kid, and I've got some law.
She's right there waiting for me on the stairs.
Poor thing.
I know.
All right. Well, sounds good, guys. We will see you on Thursday.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, see ya then. Have a good night. Bye-bye.